Okay, viewers, we are continuing with integration by substitution under what product. Still on product, but this particular product is talking about definite what integration. So what I'm trying to say, let to all of us here, is integration is divided into two, definite and what indefinite. In my previous video on integration, we talked about only on indefinite. Now let's look at what happens to definite word integration. Now before we continue, another name for definite integration is called area bounded by what? A curve. Can we now look at the question? Watch. Now the question says that we should evaluate integral of cos x exponential sine x dx bounded by upper limit is rad over 2, rad over 2. This radian, if you can convert it in degrees, it is 180. Anytime you see rad, rad means 180 degrees. Are you with me now? Then the lower limit is what? 0. Can you see how to identify what we call definite integration and what? Indefinite what? Integration. Now, these are the options. Now, the first thing we are going to do now is to solve it using shortcut. Using what? Shortcut. So we are given integration by evaluate integral of what? Cos x exponential sine what? X under what? Dx. Bounded by upper limit, which is pi over 2, and lower limit is what? 0. Now, what we are going to do is just the same thing. This is a product word function. What makes it a product function is because cos x is multiplying exponential sine what? X. Look at the secret. Using shortcut, you just introduce over, differentiate the power. That's the law. This one, differentiate what? The power. The power here is sine what? X. So in differentiation, anytime you are asked to differentiate sine x, the answer is always cos what? X. Always what? Cos x. So if you are asked to differentiate sine x, the answer is always cos what? X. If you also asked to differentiate cos x, the answer is always minus sine x. I want you to know the basis. Then if you are asked to differentiate tan x, the answer is always sec square what? X. Now let's move. Can you now observe that cos x down will cancel cos x what? Up. So what is remaining is what? Exponential sine what? X. I've integrated it. Do you know why? Integration by expo is always expo. There is no change. Expo is expo. So having introduced exponential sine x, the x will disappear and the integral symbol will equally what? Disappear. So it is now bounded by upper limit. What is upper limit? Rad over 2. And what is lower limit? Is what? 0. Now, having done this, so we are going to now take the difference between upper limit and what? Lower limit. Watch. X to upper limit is rad over 2, and x to lower limit is what? 0. Well, let's substitute. We have exponential, then this is sine. Are you there? I have seen x. X to upper limit is rad all over what? 2. Are you there? Take the difference. The word difference means what? Minus. I will still have the same exponential, then sine. X to the lower limit is what? 0. So it is solvable. And well, if you continue, you'll be having exponential. I told you that rad means 180 degrees if you are converting it to degree. Now 180 over 2 will give you what? 90. I will now have sine what? 90 degree minus exponential sine what? 0. Are you there? If you continue, you have exponential. If you punch your calculator, sine 90 degrees what? 1 is what? 1. Then minus exponential sine 0 is always what? 0. Are you with me now? So at the end, we'll be having exponential 1 is still what? Expo, then minus, then exponential 0 is what? 1. And that is the final answer using short word cut. If you observe from the option, the correct answer in the option is option C. Is what? Option C. That is the shortcut. Are you with me now? Then, if that is the way, can we now move to the normal words method, which is integration by substitution words method? We observe this. Integral of what? Cos x exponential sine what? X. Bounded, the X, bounded by rad over 2 and what? 0. Are you there? So the first thing we are going to now introduce is to use what we call integration by substitution what? Method. Are you with me? Integration by substitution what? Method. So if you are using integration by substitution method, the first thing is to say, let u be the power. What's the power? Sine what? X. Are you there? Then next is to differentiate u with respect to what? X. It will give you du all over what? Dx. Then which is now equal to? Differentiate sine x. Sine x is cos x. I've told you already. Then call this over 1 and make the x subject of the formula. Now this implies that what? The x times cos x is cos what? X dx, which is now equal to du times 1 will give you what? Du. Freely, I can make the x now subject of the formula. So which means the x is now du all over what? Cos what? X. Can you see it is very simple? It is very what? Simple. So get back to the question. Integral of what? Cos x exponential sine what? X under what? Dx. Bounded by upper limit rad over 2 and what? 0. Well, let's now substitute. This is now integral of cos what? X. Are you there? Then exponential. We've known the value of sine x. Sine x is u. Then we know dx. Dx is du over what? Cos x. I'll have du all over what? Cos what? X. Bounded by rad over 2 and what? 0. Cos x down, we cancel cos x what? Up. So what is left now is integral of exponential u what? Du. Are you there? Then rad all over what? 2. And this is what? 0. Now, what you should do now is there is a concept that is called integration by exponential function. Expo is expo. If you are asked to integrate expo, it will still give you exponential u. Du disappears. Integral symbol does what? Disappears. So it is now bounded by what? Rad over what? 2 and what? 0. Now, for clarity's sake, I want you to observe something here. Watch. So if you are given something like this to integrate, look up, integrate this. Exponential, integral of exponential 2x dx. It is very simple. All you are going to do is, first of all, repeat exponential 2 what? X. Introduce all over. Introduce what? All over. Finally, differentiate the power. The power is 2x. And differentiation, 2x is what? 2. Then plus what? C. That is shortcut on exponential word function. And this one that we just solved now, exponential u du. Hope you are following. What you are going to do, repeat the question. It is exponential what? U divided by, then differentiate the power. The power is u. If you differentiate u just like x, it will give you 1, then plus what? C. Then exponential u over 1 will give you exponential what? U. Have I made myself clear? Now, let's go. So we can now substitute for the value of u. Value of u is what? Don't forget sine what? X. It will now be exponential sine what? X. Bounded by what? Rad over 2 and what? 0. Then we'll now take the difference between upper limit and what? Lower limit. So it will now be exponential sine rad over 2. Are you there? Then minus exponential sine, what is lower limit? Is what? 0. Are you there? Now, if you continue, you'll be given having exponential. I told you that rad is 180, and 180 over 2 will give us sine what? 90 degrees. Then minus exponential sine what? 0. Are you there? So at the end, we'll be having exponential sine 90 is what? 1. Minus exponential sine 0 is what? 0. Are you there now? So by the law of indices, anything raised to power 0 is 1. Now the final answer is now exponential minus 1. Can you see it has corresponds with the shortcut that we solved? So which means the correct answer in the option is option what? C. So don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Don't forget to share it. Don't forget to comment. Now see you in my next video. Have I made myself clear? Oh wow, thank you so much. Bye.